of July stars and red and my 4th of July earrings. Happy 4th, my lovelies. Happy, what is this, the Independence Day from Britain? I don't even remember. My history stinks, just so you know. Let's pull it. Let's pull up the chat. Here we go. Let's take the volume off. All right, there we are. There we are. I'm barely awake. I'm gonna be honest. I'm barely awake. I slept till 9. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. But maybe it was a little before 9. Maybe it was like 8:45. Might have been 8:45. It was later than I normally sleep. Everybody's been sick in this house. I have just needed to hide. Needed to hide. So, plus I was up late last night. That doesn't help. Let's put the chat on live chat. Make sure your chat on this box is on live chat. Sometimes it goes on automatically. It goes on to top chat. So you want to make sure that your chat box up on the I guess it's the right is on live chat. So hello. Good morning, Allison. Hello, Lori. Happy 4th, everyone. I think I already said it, but bears to be said again. I was going to film today, but guess what? I'm not in the mood. So I think to myself, if you're not in the mood, then don't do it. Yeah, it's just it's crazy in this house. It is legit. All right, let's see who else is here. Let's pull this up. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Mary. Hello, Karen. Damn, 1.5. Good for you. Oh, it's 7 a.m. in California. I really wanted to make it 9, but I knew my California people would be really early. So 11 just wouldn't have worked today for me. That's when I got to start making some salad. So, hello, Lori. Hello, Vicky. Happy 4th. So, hello, Rosemary. Good morning, Gina. Hello, Fran. Hey, Kathy A. Hey, she's from Canada. Thank you. I guess you guys don't celebrate. It's always funny. I think everybody celebrates the 4th of July. Again, because I don't know really what it means. I think it's the U.S. independence from France, I think, or Britain. I don't even know. There's the thing. I think it was Great Britain. I don't know. But there you go. History was not one of my best subjects. Really. I was good in science. Not very good in history or geography or math. Yeah, wasn't good at much. Hey, Kat and Patricia. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Krista. Oh, you have to feed the dogs. I know. Greek celebration on July 1st. Happy 4th, Maria. I was going to say something, and I totally lost my track. When I was coming down, I thought, you can't just have chit-chat, dude. You gotta have a purpose. And I thought my purpose is going to be about choices. About this weekend, you have choices. You have choices. And it's great to have choices. I think it's, I think having choices. Hello, Cynthia. Having choices. Not everybody has choices. The latest on WW. We'll get to that. Remind me if I don't in the next 25 minutes. Choices. You have the choice to eat. You have the choice to not eat. Now, our choices get harder with the surroundings, yes, but whatever you eat, you need to own because you're choosing it. If you want to choose it, choose it. But don't feel bad about that choice because you made I always say we have a choice. Either you eat it or you don't eat it. Or the choice is to eat less of that. People forget about that choice. People just feel it's either all or nothing. Why is it all or nothing? Why is it either I eat my face off or I don't eat? Why can't we just eat a little bit less? That's the choice that I want you to make. I want you to sit there and I want you to have, go to these parties, these barbecues, whatever you're doing, going, or having, make the choice. Make the good choice. You could sit there and say, WW, D, D. WWDD. What would D do? What would I do? I should write that down. A blank piece of paper. Ha, I do. Ha, I do, but I have a Sharpie. I do. Actually, what you should do is you should take this with you. And you can put it next to your plate. Or maybe you get a bracelet that says that. Or put it like on a little piece of paper or write it on your hand. And then when you get it, you'll be like, what would I do? Granted, and here's the bottom line. I don't always make perfect choices. I don't. But what I do is own the choices that I make. There's the difference. There's the difference. I own what I do. I own it. Because I decide then and there, do I want to make this choice? And if I do, I have to own that choice. I can't sit there and feel bad about it. I can't sit there and feel depressed about it. It's just going to make me eat more. No, you make the choice. Independence from England, thank you. Again, history was not my thing. I'm in the UK as well. Love as many to be. Jackie, you're the one that knows Esther, am I right? You guys, that's right, you have virtuals. I guess, do you have to have the meeting code to get in the UK virtuals? That's the thing, I don't know how to get in the UK. How to get in the UK virtuals? Let us know. But yes, no matter what you're, now, a lot of people could be having parties today or tomorrow. I mean, even in general choices, we always have a choice. And I mean, here's the thing, be glad you have that choice, because there are some people that don't have a choice. There are some people that are hooked up to machines, keeping them alive, feeding tubes. They're ill and they don't have that choice. So, or live in countries where women don't have a choice to do anything. We have a choice. We have to make a better choice. And own the fact that you can make that choice. But, you know, you have to remember, what would I do? I would have it if I wanted it. I just would not have a lot. And I would walk away. That should be another sign. More paper. I don't know. Walk away. Sometimes you need to walk away from where you're at. Because we are not strong enough to deal with it. We're not. Walk away. Get out of that environment if you can. I'm choosing to eat, and it's a holiday to do smart choices and sensible portions. Hallelujah. Yes, it is. Oh, okay. You are the one that was Esther. I thought so. Hello, Kimberly. I just felt like I needed it too. I'm going to be honest. I feel like because I don't have a meeting today because our meeting is closed. I'm choosing to make healthier choices and track everything. Awesome. Happy 4th. I am going to stay on planet, but make wise choices. Actually, absolutely. I think there are loopholes. Oh, there is. We got to know what the loopholes are. 50 years as a nation. All right. Thank you, Fran, for that history lesson. I needed it. You know, like, we like to blame things, people, events, to why we, you know, like, I'm all for indulging in a holiday meal. I do not, like, sit there and say, well, I don't care if it's a holiday. I'm still doing my Weight Watchers plan. I am not eating. I'm staying within my points, and I'm going to, I feel like living a lifestyle, and that's what we want to live, is a lifestyle, is indulging on holidays. Now, there's indulging, and there's indulging. We have to make that indulgence not so huge, because it's hard. It is hard to come back from a big indulgence. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you sit there and ate everything you wanted today, a hamburger, a hot dog, big old ear of corn, big old plate of pasta salad, potato salad, and you're just like, feeling like stuffed to the gills. I guarantee you tomorrow, you're going to be starving when you get up, and you're going to be like, well, I blew it yesterday, so I might as well blow the weekend. So whatever little indulgence you had today is just going to snowball into a big, huge indulgence, which is harder to come back from. Harder to get back on plan. Very hard to get back on plan when you've had a weekend like that. Weekend at Bernie's. We don't want a weekend at Bernie's. We just want a indulgence. We just want to maybe have the bun on a holiday. Maybe say you don't ever have a bun. It's a holiday, have the bun. I showed in my haul If you didn't see Wednesdays, I moved the vlog from today to Wednesday because I had nothing to do on Wednesday. So I put my vlog up on Wednesday. I figured today's video is this. This is the Friday video. There will no other video today. Because nobody wants to watch 2 videos. And I don't think there'll be a video tomorrow. I don't plan on one, but in my haul, I went to Aldi and they had brioche pretzel hot dog buns. First of all, I've never seen those before. And I thought, wow, they sounded really good. It's 7 points for the bun, which, yes, is ridiculously high. 200, I think it was, don't quote me, but I think it was 210 calories. The calories were nothing like the points were. But if you have one of those, like, even if you have a regular beef hot dog, which is probably 3 points, it's still 10 points, which is not tragic, and caloric-wise, you're fine. Like, that's why it's good to have those calories in that app, so you can say to yourself, I can go over my points and still be on plan. Are they the healthiest choices? They're not, but it is a holiday, so that is the disconnect between, if you're Weight Watchers, between points and calories. People just want to say, I'm not eating that, it's 7 points. Because it's probably high in fat, high in carb, low in protein, low in fiber. That's why it's higher point. But does it make it a bad option? Maybe for every day, but if you're having a good holiday meal, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to derail you. It's actually going to make you satisfied because deep down you want that bun. You do. So have the bun. Own the bun, have the bun, and realize when you go at the end of the day looking at your calories, yeah, you might be in like 40 points, but I guarantee you, your calories are probably in a decent clip. They are. And it doesn't make sense. And I've reiterated it enough and enough, but I always like to reiterate it because it doesn't make sense. And that's our problem. It doesn't why can't I have this? Why is this 7 points? Because Weight Watchers is telling you, yes, you could have that food. You could fit one of those buns in. But if you make it a habit, you won't be able to. So we make it high in points so you can only have things in moderation. It's basically a way to show you how to eat better. And that's what the plan does. And that's what people don't get. They don't get that the plan is made to eat better, to make better choices. You're not going to choose a 7-point bun all the time. You're not going to do it. You're not. You can't. But you can occasionally. And that's why the plan works. That's why they're successful. And people don't want to hear that because they just don't follow it correctly. I'm going to be honest, they don't follow it correctly. Just because you eat 23 points doesn't necessarily mean you've had enough to eat. Because that's why now they got smart and they finally put the calories in because they realize they have to. Because people are leaving because they're thinking it's the plan. It's not. And if you have enough of those 0-point foods, you're adding more calories to your, you know what I'm saying? Just not sticking to the point, you're adding calories. Again, we shouldn't be eating crap tons of 0-point foods because, again, they do have calories. A serving of cottage cheese, a serving of yogurt, an egg. An egg is 80 calories if you have like a large. And if you have 3 of them, well, they're 0 points. 80 times 3. I can't add that high. It's over 200. So therein lies the disconnect. And I really, really, really wish they would talk more about that. Oh, happy, where am I at the thing? Needed to hear this again and getting straight again. My best Thanksgiving was when I measured and tracked everything because I have stuffing every Thanksgiving. I have stuffing every Thanksgiving. I measure it and I have it. It's just bread, vegetables, turkey. I mean, it's like, why is it, oh, I can't have stuffing. If you give yourself what you want, you're less likely to eat too much of it. And I have it on, I have it on the day after Thanksgiving. I have less because it is still a good choice. It's just, again, it's not what we eat, it's how much we eat. And that's a big thing because we are used to, at least I can speak for myself, queen size portions and thinking that was okay my whole life. It's not. It's not. And that is the thing. Look at whatever you're eating. Look at the serving. Ice cream. You can have ice cream. Have a serving of ice cream. It's like, why is it we just can't stick to servings? Because we never had to. You're teaching an old dog a new trick, and it's going to take time to get your body used to eating that way. But if you eat what you want and stay within your budget, you will be on plan a lot longer and have more success. Morning, I'm cooking my daughter's lunch for work tonight. Oh, aren't you a good mom? Like seeing the calories because it helps me realize your foods have calories too. Absolutely. It is so important to know that. And I've gotten flack from people who've said that you keep saying that we don't eat enough. We don't, some people don't. On Weight Watchers, that was the big thing, and that's what everybody complained about. When they double tracked from Weight Watchers to whatever they, like MyFitnessPal will say, they weren't eating enough. But I guarantee you their points were probably at 23 or lower. Nobody's overeating points and undereating calories. They're just not. But they will sit there and tell you it's the points. The points work if you know how to use them. Sorry, it's the morning. I apologize. I am always congested first thing in the morning. So we will do our best to get through this. My favorite low carb foods. Funny low carb. I'm having a real hard time on this low carb. Let me just tell you that. I'm hungry. I got to eat more protein, but I don't always want protein. See, there's the thing. I can't eat something because, I'll eat the protein, Denise. It'll fill you. But if you don't want the protein. So I think I need to up I'm doing net carbs, by the way, not just carbs. I'm making, because I feel like there's no way I could do just plain carbs. It have to be net carbs. And I will get to low carb foods, which is not many, because I'm really learning that a lot of foods have carbs in them. I love what gives me towards healthy eating. That is it. Karen, that is it in a nutshell. I counted calories. I was fitting in a Starbucks latte every day because I could. Again, this is why it's 11 points, because it's not the best option. And it was causing me to have sugar addictions. It was terrible, but it is true. When I was 50 pounds, serving of spaghetti I know. It's like, but we don't realize that it was how much we were eating. And that to me was a light bulb moment when I saw and I measured things and I realized that's what I should be eating. That, and I used to say, I just, eat really good food. I do, but even too much of good food is going to put weight on if you're over all of your calories. Good morning. Happy 4th, Lisa. It's mostly morning. Once I get into the day, I should be all right. Mornings are terrible for me, though. I know. Everything has carbs. I was thinking hot air popcorn would be a good snack. It's not. It's got carbs. But there's fiber in popcorn. So yeah, I have not really found a good low carb snack yet. So I've only been doing it for since Tuesday. Since the 1st of July. So we're only been day 4. I'm going to do a whole, when I get into my groove, I'm going to write it down. Probably, it might be next week. Maybe next Wednesday's video will be my carb journey. I'm going to write that, because I said I'm still in the process of looking, and there's just so many things. Like, I thought squash would be a good option. I don't know. It's just, find it very difficult. Enjoy the holiday, but stay focused on your plan. Track as usual, even though you had a high point day. Tomorrow's back on track. Yes. Have the bun if you want it. And if you don't want it, then don't have it. Don't be forced like, well, Denise said I should eat the bun. If you don't really want the bun, walk away. But if you just joined us here, I told people, which I said you should write this on your wrist. And if you need a little bit of help, what would I do? And you know what I would do. I vocalize it, and you walk away. Sometimes we need to get away from what bothers us, because sometimes we'll get back to, I gotta find my other I know I have more tissues. All right, Weight Watchers. Did you see the video? Did y'all get the email? They filed their Chapter 11 is closed. Apparently they're back on track. They're out of bankruptcy, apparently. And what was interesting is they kept saying things are coming. I don't know what those things are. They didn't say. I have no idea. I did do I was a beta tester for an app update. I don't even know if I could talk about it. I didn't sign anything, so I'm going to say I guess I could talk about it, because I didn't sign anything. They sent me an update on the app, which was a plus sign to track. Like if you're on the exercise, for any other page of the app, you'd have to go back to track your food. But the track button is really going to be universal, so it's going to be on every page. It just doesn't leave, which I thought was a nice feature. You know, this way they always want you to know the tracking is right there. So it's fine. But yeah, I'd have no idea what changes are coming. They don't consult me, unfortunately. They should, because, you know, I'm the only one that touts them around here. I am one of the, you know, somebody asked me the other day, what would, you know, YouTube Weight Watcher people. I said, honestly, other than Nikki Gets Fit, she does Weight Watchers faithfully. I'm looking for something and I can't find it. I mean, faithfully, we're talking, she really faithfully follows it. So, I mean, Barrett does, but Barrett's low carb. I don't know if that's really Weight Watchers. It is. I guess she's following the Weight Watchers plan. There's so many different, like, I could blow my nose again. Hold on. I'll be like, oh my God, Dee, your life was terrible. Your nose was running the whole time. And it probably will be. Oh, I should pull a Steve or sticks his tissues up his nose. But it's tough to get started on low carb. I'm diabetic, but my sugar is under control. I do feel that I did the diabetic plan, which was helpful. I think we're going to just do the net carbs and do the diabetic plan. I'm not going to go like crazy on it, because it's just not me. I'm already having issues with some of the foods that I really enjoy. So it's like, do I want to give up things I enjoy? No. Should I have less of them? We'll see. We'll see how it works out. It's not for everyone. I don't have a blood sugar issue. I am not insulin resistant or anything like that. I really don't have an issue. I do have a gluten sensitivity, which is not an allergy per se. It just, I don't get pain or anything. I just feel sometimes when I have too much gluten, I get bloated, which it can be a problem, but it's not debilitating. It's just annoying. It could eventually get worse. My brother was diagnosed with celiac about 3 years ago now. So I could eventually, it's hereditary. We're Mediterranean, you know, that happens. It's sad to say, but is what it is. That's what you're still called. On the app, that app that I mentioned, I don't know. It's called Carb something. It's on my phone. I can't look at it. That's I put it in the video. I can look at the other video. I can look. Yes, I can look at that. Carb Manager. There you go. That's it. It's a free. They do have paid versions, but the free version's all you need. It has a scanner, which is great. So, does anybody pay for their carb? I'm not paying for it, but the Carb Manager is one that you could use, and it's free. It was free on Apple. That's not the video I wanted to look at. Denise, you're on the wrong video. Here it is. I don't want people. Oh, that's not it either. I can't remember where. Oh, well, it's somewhere. I don't. You paid? Oh, yeah, I'm not paying for it. I'm not that dedicated. That's probably why. Okay, it was a free app, and they do have paid versions. But I'm using the free version, and it's working out for me. Yes, you have to survive. That's all you have to do. She's right. Kathy is right. If you take your total carbs, subtract the fiber, and if you use a sweetener, I think it's what's the sweetener you have to subtract too? Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anybody know? There's not erythritol. Is it erythritol? There's one of those sugar alcohols. If you subtract also sugar alcohols, you lower the net carbs too. You wanted the premium recipes. That makes sense. So yeah, that you can get net carbs on your own. Yeah, sugar alcohols. Yep. So you don't really need the app. It just makes, like I said, I only use the free version because I'm, you know. So Jackie, since you use it, what's your favorite low carb snack or recipe? And order, like I said, carb. Now here's a fun fact. People who do we're going to talk keto because they're the ones that do basically very extremely low carb. They have to eat a lot of fat. And people say, why? You know what? And I finally, delved into that. Fat is replacing the carbs to give your body energy. If you are a person who works out, you need that. That's why they have all that higher fat. That's where they get their energy from, versus the and allulose too. Is that the one that they subtract? I know it's sugar alcohols. iTrack Bats has carb conscious. Yes, it does. So that is a paid. Is that a paid version too? I believe it is. If anybody is doing or wants to switch to iTrack Bites, the healthy app, I do have a $5 off. They gave me a coupon to give to my lovelies if everybody ever wants it. It's healthy_Denise M. But if you can't remember it, you can message me and I will definitely send it over to you. It's actually is informative. I don't know if I set it to keto, but scares me when I says food needs to be limited. Have to say it helped me get to goal. That's great. That's great. I am learning which foods not overeat. Those zero foods. Yes. That's huge. And Weight Watchers, again, does not talk about that. I find a lot of fruits and vegetables are like, oh, they are. Anything with sweet. Sugar is, pizza is like the worst thing in the world to eat. Especially for diabetics. It's a hot mess. Take care, Rhonda. Carb conscious is free. Okay. I knew there was a few free ones. I wasn't sure which one it was. I am doing carb conscious plan, but it's an old Points Plus plan. Okay. I still love the Points Plus plan. Was my original plan when I joined Weight Watchers, was the Points Plus plan. All the snacks will be high in carbs. Yeah, that's true. Even nuts. Are nuts high in carbs? I know a lot of people. I was trying to think of what the keto people eat. They eat berries. They eat berries. And I feel like they eat a lot of nuts because they're high in fat too. Oh, take care, Rhonda. Hope you feel better. Salmon, eggs, oats, fruit, but not berries. I think oats are high in carbs. They're like 23 carbs. All reason I know is when I did my overnight oats, it was 23 carbs for my half cup of oatmeal. Yeah, it was not pretty. Low carb snacks, pork rinds. Oh, that's it, pork rinds. Cheese cubes, walnuts, sugar-free Jell-O, hard-boiled eggs, lunch meat, rolled up, pickles, and berries. I love pickles. I love rice. Could you put a cheese stick in there? It would make a complete snack for me. I was eating them because I could, but when I tracked Carb Manager, fats were shocking. Oh, berries! All the keto people, all they eat is berries: blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Not too many strawberries though. It's mostly blueberries, almonds, and pistachios, and cheese sticks. Fine, yeah, it is. It's. I will say this, and I don't want to insult anybody, but I felt like I was on a diet this week. I did. I really did, thinking, oh, I can't. That was another thing. I'm like, when I'm restricted, I get a little bit resentful. And I was a little bit like, this is hard. It's hard. It's hard. I'm struggling with this low carb. I am. I knew I would. That's why I never did it. I knew I would struggle, and I'm struggling. Are the chosen fruits? Melon. I bet bananas aren't either. I never see them eat bananas either. Take care, Mary. It's okay. Remember, we're talking about being in control over a holiday. Tracking is important. Even though you would say, I'm not want to track on a holiday, it is so important to know what you're eating. It is so important to know what you're eating. I'm not saying don't eat it. I'm just saying know what you're eating. Accept what you eat and enjoy what you eat. I did the Atkins when I was younger. I always had a greasy feeling in my mouth. Oh, that's just like, yeah, I don't, that's why I'm doing net carbs. I feel like if at least net carbs gives me a little bit more flexibility than carb alone. You know, it's hard when you've had years of eating, you know, it's of one type of eating. I definitely felt very restricted this week. In fact, I didn't have the oatmeal because it was 23 carbs. I'm like, and there's like not much fiber in it, so it didn't really take a lot out of it. I was like, oh. In fact, I gave the net carbs in the haul on Wednesday. If you didn't see Wednesday's vlog, I did get a bunch of snacks. I got them on sale. I got them at Grocery Outlet. So I did give the net carbs and all that. Good, bad, and the ugly, absolutely. Red peppers are better, according to Carb Manager, than yellow peppers. Who would have thought? But that's what I see on the Carb Manager. Now that's just weird. Interesting. I would think yet I always thought that yellow, maybe they're sweeter. Well, what about green peppers? Because they're not sweet at all. Ugh. I do not like green peppers. I very rarely use them unless like they're really cheap at the store. Because I'm a cheapskate. But yeah, green peppers are probably the best. Because I don't know if they have any. I mean, they're not sweet at all. I'm having a hot dog on a bun and corn on the cob watermelon for dessert. I don't know whether I think I'm undecided I think I want the pretzel bun. I think I'm going to go for the pretzel bun and then I have my turkey 1 point hot dogs. So that would be 8 points for my hot dog, but only like 300 calories. And having that bun, I'm probably not going to be as hungry for anything like a burger or something. If I have a burger, maybe I'll just have it on a plate. And I always opt out of cheese. I don't feel like cheese on a burger. I can never taste it because I always put like lettuce, tomato, onion, ketchup. So I don't really miss cheese. Like to me, it's not like I'd have to put like 2 slices to taste it. And I don't feel like that to me is something I'd rather have all the accoutrements and have the cheese. But that's a choice that I make. I know, but they're bad. I know, they're terrible. But I wonder if they're lower in carbs than the other ones. It's been useful to reduce the intake of food that you get flagged on not keto limit. Grapes and bananas, apples are not good for diabetics. A medium apple has 24 carbs. A small banana, medium size, has 29 carbs. And imagine having that, and that's a serving. If that's a cup, that's a serving of 0 point foods on Weight Watchers. But it's not taking into consideration, like I bet, see, that's why on the diabetic plan, it's giving you so many points. So you're not going to eat that much because you're not going to be able to have that much bank for it. Yeah, 0 point lunch today. What did I eat for breakfast? Oh, I was supposed to make something that didn't work. I had to throw it in the trash. It's the second time I've done that. I need to really... I had cottage cheese for breakfast with pistachio pudding mix in it. That's what I felt like. It felt a little bit decadent. I enjoyed it. And I threw a little bit of crunchy granola on top. So I was satisfied with that. According to my diabetic, I get 30 carbs per meal. Whose fruits are basically my full meal. That's what I was doing, 30, 30, 30. So I was trying to do around 100 carbs per day. It doesn't always work. I don't have oh, good. I didn't even think about snacks. I don't snack. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't snack as much as I used to. I don't know why. I guess but I had been getting hungry before dinner, which is interesting. Maybe if I had a snack, I wouldn't be hungry before dinner. My husband was a juvenile diabetes and eats bananas, grapes, and watermelon. He can't have, dry. When fruit is dried, the sugar concentrates. You'd think to yourself, like if you see some dried fruits, it'll say like no sugar added. And think, oh, well, that's good. But the concentrate of the regular fruit, like I make, in last week's vlog, I made strawberry jam, and I'm telling you, you don't need a lot of sweetener with fresh fruit because there's so much sweetener. I don't know. I can never figure why they add so much sugar to jam, because it's really sweet. Fruit is naturally sweet. Maybe when it's cooked, it loses the sweetness. I don't know. But in fact, I got more strawberries this week. I was thinking about, the boys want more jam. We almost finished. I'm like, oh, I'm telling you, I cannot keep jam when I make it in this house. They love it so much. But I got my water, by the way. You know what I invested in? Stanley ice cubes. They're round because I keep going through so much ice. They're little silicone round things. I don't know what you call them. They're 3 different sizes, and you fill them with water, and you put them in the freezer, and you pop them out, and it fills your Stanley. Can I tell you that's a game changer? I don't go through all that ice anymore. It is so unnecessary. I agree. Remember, walk away. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do for yourself is get away from that environment. It's like if you were fighting with somebody, wouldn't you walk away from that? Sometimes you gotta walk away from the argument you're having with that food on that table. You're not winning today. I did get little sundae cups at the store for dessert tonight. It's little ice cream sundaes. I'm not even a huge ice cream person. I probably won't even eat mine. I do have cheesecakes, little mini, there's bite-sized cheesecakes in the freezer. I might take them out. Again, I apologize for the runniness of my nose today. I hope I'm not, I don't think I'm catching what they had because they didn't have a runny nose. They got a sore throat and they actually are congested. So I'm running, so I'm happy about that I'm running. Oh, there you go. That's a good thing. I think if you could see a dietitian, you really should. A registered dietitian. Most insurances will allow so many visits per year. You should check with your insurance. There's nothing better than going to don't go to somebody, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody on YouTube. Go to a registered dietitian. You can sit in front of, she will give you a great plan. Weight Watchers has them, and they are registered dietitians. My lips are getting chapped. My leader is a manager at Weight Watchers, and she was saying they are really registered dietitians. They're not nutritionists. They are registered dietitians. I gotta blow my nose again. And you could try them. I don't know how well they would do for you because I've never heard anybody talk about them. It's a heck of a live, isn't it? I'm starting to get a red nose. Leave it at the store if you only get to fight it at it once. That's true. Hear what she said? Leave it at the store. You're only having to say no once. If you bring it in the house, you're saying no constantly. But it's hard because the people we live with want things. Most of the time, I try to get them things that I don't like. I know it's terrible to say. I give them things that I don't like. I know it's terrible. It's like, but it's easier when you don't like something. Like they love all like fruity pies. I hate fruit pies. I don't like blueberry. I don't like cherry. I don't like lemon. I don't like apple pie. I like none of those. The boys love that. So we usually get a pie. I'm not bothered by that. I don't like pie. Now, if there was like a carrot cake involved, that could be deadly. I love me carrot cake. But I feel like I haven't made my carrot cake. I do have a very low point mini carrot cake. I can make that. There's the thing. Have yourself a little dessert. I have given you plenty of little mini cakes. You can make yourself one. And then I will tell you, most of the people who don't follow WW like those cakes. They're delicious. And you also, if I use a banana, you can sub out applesauce or pumpkin. Did you see that guy? He made pumpkin protein on TikTok. I'm telling you, I'm addicted to TikTok's food. But he took a scoop of was it a full scoop? I think he said 3/4 of a scoop of vanilla protein powder, a cup of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie, a little bit of sweetener, like brown sugar substitute, little vanilla and pumpkin pie spice, and he mixed it. How good does that sound? I'm like, well, I could do that. That sounds really good. Like a little, pumpkin pie in a jar. Put a little whipped cream on there. Top it with cottage cheese. Whipped cottage cheese, I might add. It is delicious. That's awesome, Karen. There's registered diet. I'm telling you, if you check your insurance, you might have those visits, and it's so worth it. Hey, Kathy, I'm happy it's running because the family they have all in their head. I'm happy that it's running. I'm just sad it's running for you guys in this live. Could be because I'm down here and it's colder down here, and I don't know if that could have anything to do with it. Rice pudding only have to count the rice and the raisins. I'm telling you, cottage cheese. And I said this before. You think of cottage cheese as, oh, cottage cheese. If you get your immersion blender, which I did show you in some video recently, it could have been the Dubai one. If you've not made that Dubai, if you love that Dubai chocolate bar, I'm telling you, my dupe is so on point. It's so good. But in there, I whip the cottage cheese right in the container with an immersion blender. Use that as a base for things, and it just amps up everything. I do what I have the Peter's been begging me to use my ice cream machine. I have the creamy knockoff, and I just don't like ice cream. That's the problem. I don't eat ice cream, and that's why it's been sitting there. So he wants me to make some ice cream. So maybe in the next couple weeks we'll make some ice cream. I did marry a little bit. Hey, from Austria. Hello, Regine. How is it in Austria? What kind of weather are you having? I did mention the WW. I'll talk about it again quickly. They are out of bankruptcy, I believe. They closed their Chapter 11. So I guess they paid off who they needed to pay off or what have you. They were saved. They kept saying positive things. And now a few people have told me. Now, again, I don't know if this is true, that their coaches told them that there's going to be more in-person meetings coming. I don't know if that's true. I cannot confirm that as truth, but I've heard it from two people. So now I don't know. People who don't have a meeting, will they get one? Or is it just where those meetings are just going to have more? I don't know. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, people would love to have more meetings. Meeting makers make it. And I mean, this is proof positive. 50 people came out here this morning because they needed a meeting. They needed a little pick-me-up. I hope so. They keep saying changes are coming. I don't know if they meant like updating the plan. I don't foresee that being a change. I mean, what more can you do? This is the algorithm. We have all the macros and calories. We have all the bells and whistles. I don't know what more they can add to that. Are they going to sit there and change the algorithm again? How many times can you change the algorithm? They've done it like 4 or 5 times. They've done every inception of this algorithm. I mean, yes, we put everything in, but I don't think everything counts. I mean, I've changed different things. It doesn't change the points. I really don't think that the algorithm is going to change per se. Again, I don't know. I don't work for them. I'm just a girl here on a YouTube journey, on a weight loss YouTube journey. So I don't know everything, nor do I claim to know everything. I didn't like ice cream. Yeah, I don't. It's not. I would buy when it was on sale, like the Nix, because I adore the Nix. I think as for taste, I think Nix is the best low point ice cream out there by far, hands down. Can't complain. And it sits there and gets freezer burned because I just don't desire to eat it. Give me a cookie, I'm there, but ice cream, not so much. I should probably make an ice cream cookie sandwich. I would probably eat it. I did once make a ice cream sandwich. I think it was out of donuts. I think I made it out of donuts, which is not a bad thing. Went from 4 in-person meetings down to 1. Maybe they'll come back. I'm telling you, that's what 2 people told me this. 2 separate people said that they heard that. I have the mini dash ice cream maker, only 1 cup. Can't overdo. That's why I love that one. That is a really good one. I don't know, Mary. It didn't say. That's a really good question. That one I don't have. I don't know. That's just said that they heard that they're going to open up meetings. Now, what that means, I don't know. I went from 5 handy locations to 1. It is terrible. But here's the thing I want to ask the people who've lost their meeting or only have 1 meeting. Are they packed? Like, there's the thing. If there's not a need, I don't know how they'll add them, quite honestly. But maybe they would, if people would know that they're there, maybe they'd go. I don't know. Maybe there was a survey. Maybe they put a survey out and say, "Would you like a meeting?" And they would say where the most need is. That would work. Hey, WW, put a survey out and ask people where they want their meeting at, and then go from there. Yeah, I mean, my meeting, like I said, it's actually more convenient than it used to be, which is I'm glad. But I mean, they don't want to use the standalone buildings, so they're saving money using the spaces from church. I go to church. I'm all right with that. My meeting has a very good attendance too. I go Friday mornings. I'm usually there now. Um, that reminded me to get weighed this morning. I forgot. I'll have to wait tomorrow. Totally forgot because I got up late. I will be getting late tomorrow. Um, yeah, my meeting is packed. I believe her 8 o'clock meeting is packed. She's a very good leader, and I think that's why her meetings are packed. She is, I tell you, best leader I've ever had. Really, she's just she's just really good. I love the church. I had heard years ago, which never came to fruition, that they were supposed to have them at Kohl's store. Because Kohl's has a room apparently, and they were going to rent out the space to Weight Watchers. Because remember, they started selling their products, their like kitchen things there, and that was the word on the street that they were going to be moving into the Kohl's store. That never happened, obviously. With that, and just think, every time you attend a meeting, you get a coupon to go shopping. Like, I think it would have worked. You give me 20% off for attending a Weight Watchers meeting, I'm going to go shopping afterwards. We used to have an Aldi after where I originally went to Weight Watchers, right where the Fruggies is. That exact location was my meeting, and we would walk down to where now Sprouts is, and we could all go shopping. It would be 4 or 5 of us. We go shopping for all the light and fit stuff after our meeting. They are. They are very reasonable. It's just the only problem with churches is if they have events, then they get a little bit like on that. One of my meeting places is a danger of closing, and they said they complied a list of WW paying members, and they said there was only 800 in the area, but not enough people attending the meeting. And they're not paying those people who work there very much. I think they're basically making minimum wage, which is a crime. Maybe 20 people. Oh wow, Mary, that. Yeah. Yep, the lifetimers are free, and I've not heard anything more about that, which is good. Like people, there was like rumors about charging the lifetimers, but I have not heard anything about that. I think that would have already came out. So I think that they're going to keep that as they should. I mean, really, how many do they really have that is causing them? Because let's face it, if you start charging those lifetime members, they're not going to pay anyway. A lot of them will just leave. So I really don't think that would have worked anyway. So remember, there's going to be salads in your potato salad, macaroni salad, pasta salad, corn on the cob with butter. There's going to be burgers with cheese, buns, hot dogs. We don't know how full fat they are. Buns. Make the best choices you can, with what you have. You're married to the mayor. Mary, you married to a man in power. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. And like I said, and if there's a vegetable there, load up. Vegetables are full of fiber. They will fill you up. Yes, if there's a tossed salad there, put that on your plate first. Fill your plate with salad so you don't have much room for the other salads. But have the other salad. Have that potato salad. Have that macaroni salad. Just don't have a lot. Bring your measuring equipment with you. Or, I mean, like most times it's plastic where, like, what a scoop is. I mean, you look at the scoop you're scooping with. We got to stop playing dumb. Oh, I don't know how much. You know how much a cup looks like. We all know. We all deny we know, but we know. Be honest with yourself. Track that food. How I track potato salad is, um, well, I'm currently on the diabetic plan, so potatoes aren't zero. But I would track the amount. I use light mayo. I track me a tablespoon of mayo for my serving. So now I track myself the amount of potatoes I have. When we left, members went to Kroger. Oh, yes. None of you went there? Oh, we always would go there as a group. You pay, yeah, reasonable is correct, Mary. Though I do think, Fran, what I pay, I'm over goal. I pay $14.99 a month, and I think that that's reasonable for app and meetings. I do. I don't find that that's tragic. I think that's a fair price. I could attend as many in-person workshops. I could attend as many Zooms as I want. So I do think that's a fair price. I have premium membership and I don't go to meetings because I'm too far from me. I received surgery. Sorry, asking me why I don't attend. I told them they bring back closer where I live. I will go. Marilyn, do you go to the Zooms? Because since you are a premium, you are entitled to go to Zooms, and they have some fun ones. Check out the list. If you hit the little calendar thing, it's not like say it's 8 o'clock tonight, it'll remind you on your app that you have a meeting coming up. They have cooking ones, they have exercise ones, they have geared towards people that have to lose 100 pounds, they have geared towards all different kinds, which is vast improvement that they had from last year. They've really, I feel, they've come a long way in their topics on their meetings, definitely. And I believe if you're an app only, you can go to the there's meetings that they're not live. I think they're just video ones that explain how the app works and stuff and the plan works. So you should really attend those. Attend them again if you've already attended them. It never hurts to go back. Premium is, I believe, you get the app and you get the meeting membership, I believe. I think we're starting to record. Yeah, some of them are really good. I did post somewhere a list of the ones that I enjoy. 0 point lunch would be 2 hard-boiled eggs, celery. Oh, he's baby carrot. I can't do the baby carrots. You had me to the baby carrots, Mary. And yeah, I like cherry tomatoes. I cannot bite into them. I don't like that squirt. I know. I just don't. I have to chop my tomatoes. But it sounds good though. I do. It's funny. I like celery. Cannot do the baby carrots. Though I will say I did get big carrots for my soup, so I would eat regular carrots. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. Yeah, baby carrots, can't do baby carrots. I don't know what it is. I just don't enjoy them. I like carrots. Now I did see something on TikTok where they parboiled them and they put them on a tray on like parchment and they smashed them with a glass and they sprinkled Parmesan cheese and they air fried them. I may have to try that because that looked really good. I'm like, I could do that. That sounds really good. It almost gets a little bit crispy. So maybe a crispy baby carrot would work. I don't know. I'd have to like try that one. How do you weigh in if you're a lifetime member and you can't attend an in-person meeting? You could weigh in on your app, but it depends. Some people have told me, don't know if it's true, that because they're so far away, you have to be a certain distance that they were given their app. Now, again, I don't know. I would say call them, Fran, or talk to the chat. You can't do it today, it's a holiday, but chat with them and see what they say. I don't know, it tastes like cleaner. It doesn't even taste like soap. It just doesn't taste good. I have. Next time I go, I'm going to say they have them. There's a farm. I think I mentioned this last week. Who his carrots are gigantic. They are probably the best carrots I've ever had, and I need to go see if he has them out yet. In Canada, we get email about twice a year telling me that lifetime is extended. I would, like I said, I would email, chat with them, Fran, and see because I don't know what the distance is. People, it was a certain distance because if they close something and you're like an hour and a half away, nobody should have to drive an hour and a half. That's just ridiculous in general. So I don't know if they were giving them their app if they're, I don't know. I know if when I weigh in at home and I go into my meeting, it's there. So it's connected. Never was. Now it's connected so they know when I weigh in at home. It comes right on my thing there. It is because of your distance. Yeah, I would say I would I would talk to them. It's more than 50 miles away. Yeah, it's you can't be driving that long for a 20-minute meeting. It's just like Zoom meeting Mondays 11:30 with Amy. Yes, I like Amy W. She has a huge following. Only Zoom she does. The rest of her meetings are in person in Michigan, where she lives. Coach Debbie R. I don't know if I've ever seen Debbie R. Let me write that down because I always like to look for new ones. I know I like Coach Christina with a K. It's KR something. It's spelled with a K. She's on Mondays at 9. Monday mornings at 9. I do the 8:30. I do the 9 with Coach Christina, and then there's a 10, I think, with Amy. Yeah, Amy. Is the Amy the one at 10? And there's somebody that's the one at 8:30. There's 8:30, 9 o'clock, and 10 are the ones I enjoy on Mondays. Here we are running again. No, only people that can do Zoom meetings are people who have premium memberships. If you have premium, you can get into the Zoom. If you don't have premium, you cannot get in. I don't even think you even get the little list. Danny C. I don't know if I've ever. I don't know that one. I have to. Sometimes I don't know their names. Like I just know. Oh yeah, that's the one. Like Coach Christina, I didn't know her name forever. Check out Roger B. Roger B. We all should go to the same one. Wouldn't that be fun? We'll all show up at the same Zoom. Kimmy is great. Kimmy. Maybe I'll post that in the Facebook group. I'll say, let's all attend this workshop. And maybe, if it's all can, well, it had to be a nighttime one. This way people who work can come. Like, wouldn't that be fun? We could all go to a virtual workshop together. I don't put my camera on those. I don't. I just sit there and listen. I don't really participate. I just sit there and I'm actually listening. So, it is 11 o'clock, my lovelies. It has been fun. All lifetimers do have premium. You are correct. That is correct. I have premium because that's what they give us. They give us meetings and app. It's $14.99. I pay because I'm over goal, but actually I've been free for the last year because I've been. I always have a refer a friend link in my description box, and some people use it. So I've been free for the last year, and I think I'm free up until February because people, they get 3 months, I get a free month, so that's been so helpful. So I thank you all, whoever used my link. I am so appreciative. So that is it. Mercy, I think I've seen Mercy. That name, I know I've been to one of hers. I think I have been. So awesome. That's awesome. All right, my lovelies, you have a great 4th of July. Remember, what would Dee do? If you're on the fence on something, what would I do? And if worse comes to worse, you walk away. Because sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. And I think it's backwards on the thing, isn't it? Yeah, I'm looking at my camera. It's backwards. I should have done it this way. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Wait a minute. What do I do with that? I could never. Let me see. I'm not. Let's see if it looks better now. It's a holiday, my lovelies. Y'all have a great thing. It's okay. I post a lot of things twice. But y'all have a great 4th. This is your Friday video. So if you're watching this after the fact, happy 4th of July. Thanks for watching. And thumbs up this live before you go. I appreciate it. It helps out my channel. If you've not seen Wednesday's vlog, that's a fun vlog. We do a lot of shopping. And Weight Watchers meeting topic was up on Monday. Tuesday, I gave you the Weight Watchers update email that I got. A lot of people didn't get that email. So I'm glad I did post that video. I was undecided. I'm like, you know what? It's a simple video. It took me 9 minutes. I filmed it. It was easy. But a lot of people didn't get that. So if you didn't get the information, it was on Tuesday's video. I don't think there'll be another video out till Monday, but you never know. If I get inspired, I get inspired. I don't plan on being inspired, but hey, sometimes it hits me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And thanks for watching. If you're watching this later, comment below. Have a great holiday. Remember, enjoy your food. Just eat less of it. You can do a party. You can. And stay on plan. So, talk to you later, my lovies. Have a great day and weekend. And I will see you in a video very soon. Bye-bye.